Oh hey, hi guys. I'm Jalen Johnston. Welcome to a makeup video because I missed one of my VEDAs. That's right. I missed the 17th. Oops. So now here we go. We're gonna take a little ride. You may have noticed the goats we just passed. Not this guy. He's not a goat. I am on my Honda CB750. It is a 1978. And this is the first attempt at a MotoVlog. I'm hoping that I got the camera angle right when the this ways and the this ways. It's an entirely different riding position than I'm used to. Anyway, I'm rocking my hacked GoPro. First generation Hero HD. It's a fun one. Got an external mic plugged into it. And run up into the helmet, which I just got pinned. Got the mic pinned up here by my jaw. Check out my neighborhood, y'all. There's horsies and baseball over here. And I went to look at an apartment up there earlier today. No vacancy. Well, come on, guys. It's nice and green. It was raining earlier in the month, and it rained enough that it hasn't browned up yet. It's kind of nice. A little bit of extra time. There's a two-wheeled buddy over the train tracks. Oh look, hi. Yes. So I tried to time this ride. A bit of gravel. Let's take this one easy. Tried to time this ride so that it would be magic hour, or at least long shadows hour, so that you can see me. I'm kidding. Fogging up the helmet though. I have to leave it cracked until we get the speed up a little bit more. Beautiful back here, and it's a fun spot to ride. Okay, so since we're kind of on the subject of vehicles, I will say I don't have much life left in my Volkswagen Passat. A little bit of a bummer, just because I've sunk so much money into it. But at the same time, woo-wee, lots of gravelly dirt, huh? Maybe this isn't the awesomest place to ride. So, just because I've sunk so much money into the damn car, it makes me bummed that I'm not going to be able to get more out of it. But it started losing power. It's lost fuel efficiency, like, pretty significantly. Probably about a 20% drop in my fuel economy over the past year, which is no good when you're driving a 4-cylinder passenger car and you're only getting like 19, 20 miles to the gallon. You may as well be driving a truck, right? Which, of course, means that I'm not looking for a truck. You know, any justification? Well, it's the same fuel economy I was getting in my car, what? No, my first car was a truck. My first vehicle was a Ford F-150 pickup truck. Red and white, 1984. Good year the Macintosh happened. Yeah, 84 Ford F-150. So, I mean, anything smaller than that has just been downhill for me. I definitely miss the utility of having a truck. And, you know, it's fun. It's kind of like, got a built-in bench. Just put the tailgate down. Place to sit, hang out. So, anyway, ever since I got rid of that truck, against my will, by the way, I was leaving for college, and my folks said, listen, that car's 12 years old. I think it was 12 years old at that point. You need something newer, more reliable. So, I updated. But ever since then, I've missed that truck. So, you know, I've always figured I'd drive the Passat until the wheels fell off, which I still intend to do, but I feel like the wheels are gonna fall off basically any day now. So, I gotta be ready with something. And my dilemma is, realistically, the fuel economy in a truck sucks. It's gonna suck no matter what. It's basically like driving a big box down the road. Totally not aerodynamic at all. And, you know, the things you need a truck for tend to require a little bit more power out of the engine, which never translates to good fuel economy. So, even looking at new trucks, I'm looking at 15 to 21 miles to the gallon, depending on the size of the truck. So, I really like the new Tacomas, those new Toyotas. And they're a good bit pricey. I mean, anything new is a good bit pricey, but, you know, looking at 21 miles to the gallon on that one, I get twice that on my motorcycles. And around town, it's lower. It's like 17 miles to the gallon, which is really kind of despicable. But, so now I'm torn between, look, why don't I just get an old truck, super old, cool, like pre-smog regulations in California, which would be 1975 or newer, I mean, or earlier, sorry, a pre-smog, something old Ford 4x4, that'd be awesome. You know, that would be a lot of fun. It would take care of my utility needs. It's a full-size pickup. If the bike breaks down, heaven forbid, sorry baby, I would be able to go and pick it up, cart it around. The other thing, my dad used to have a truck. He had a full-size pickup. It just really always helps to have a truck in the family. He does not have that truck anymore. So now part of me is like, well, someone's got to have a truck, right? I'm just looking for justification because I love trucks. But realistically, the difference in gas mileage between a vintage, cool truck, which once you go that old, as long as you maintain it, it doesn't lose any value. That's a big thing for me. The depreciation that happens when you drive a new car off the lot is one of the most depressing things known to man. So, if I put $5 grand into a super solid old truck, and little by little, just make sure I maintain it and fix it up, maybe it needs a paint job, Maybe eventually it'll need a new motor. I'm basically gonna get whatever I paid for it back out of it. You know, minor differences and fluctuations, right? Where if I buy a new Tacoma, man, the second I drive it off the lot, the value of it drops by about $5,000. They're pretty good on the resale value, but still, brutal. 15-mile-an-hour turn, guys. Unless you're on a motorcycle. So, my dilemma. Do I just give up on trucks having decent gas mileage altogether? Go for something vintage and cool that will maintain its value. I am a bit of a mechanical guy. I do like the projects of working on cars, so that built-in aspect of having something old, it's still okay. It's still cool for me. Ooh, fresh asphalt. I didn't even know this was here. Oh, that's because it ends right here. Perfect. So do I go for the old vintage cool, just give up on the gas mileage? Or do I go for a newer Tacoma, just understand that the value is going to plummet the second I drive it off the lot? I'm still not going to get that great a gas mileage. Yeah, I don't know. If I go for the old truck, I will probably buy a newer car whenever the Passat finally dies. Which would mean I'd have a whole hell of a lot of vehicles. 2 motorcycles, 2 cars, that's a lot of registration, a lot of insurance, but I guess when the bikes in the truck are vintage, the insurance rates aren't too skyrocket high, right? I don't know. You see my dilemma? This is such a first world problem. Jesus. Such a whiner. This is not a problem at all. It's a good spot to be in. Yeah. I am committed to not financing a car for longer than its warranty holds true. That's a big one for me, because I always felt like with the Passat, the second it was out of warranty, I just started having to pay repairs on it. And when I was paying repairs and also still making car payments on it, man, that really added up. I was not a happy guy. I figure once it's out of warranty, if it's at least paid off, I'll be able to swallow whatever maintenance costs might happen with whatever it might be. So, yeah. Obviously buying an old truck, I'm rambling about this now. Not buying an old truck, I'd be paying cash. I wouldn't be financing that. So, you know, that problem's taken care of. Buying a newer Tacoma would be, I gotta make sure I can put as much cash down as is necessary in order not to have to finance it for longer than 3 years. 3 years is their finance term, their warranty term. So yeah, I'm gonna be saving for a bit. And in the meantime, the Passat's still running, so no worries about that. And even if it isn't running, if the engine decides to seize next week, knock on wood, I still got 2 motorcycles. I'm not stranded. Hooray for that, right? Well, guys, here we are. It's a good turnaround point. Neutral. I'll leave you with this. I like you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for coming on this ride with me. Thanks for sharing this beautiful scenery with me and listening to me ramble. I will talk at you tomorrow as soon as I find this button. Beep beep.